Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the Michael Pinchak Show. After years of doing this show, since 2016, the intro music that I use is no longer available on Spotify, or at least how I used to use it. It's the playlist is no longer showing me that song. So now we're on a search for a new intro song. This is TMPS 120. It's a very special show. This is actually going to be like a special all about Travis the Chimp, which we will be getting to. However, I've hit a bit of a snag here where I can't play the intro music because it's no longer on Spotify.
Well, you want me to make some like sounds?
I know, right? Like we need
our own chimp.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
Look, so this is royalty free music here. Hold on. What just happened to it?
I don't know.
Is it not? It should be coming through the well, I think we're just going to forego the music. When I prepare for the show, having the music come up has never been a problem. This has never been something that has been a snag, because it's since 2016 it's been there, and now we are without it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get going here. I have two announcements to make, two things to say while I get us up on Facebook Live. Number one, if I smell like bacon, that is because Kona, who is not here. Where is Kona?
She's playing with her ball.
So she has...
I'm old news.
Yeah. We were at the dog park the other day, and...
hold on. Are we just doing this now without the music?
Yeah, because we're finding...
This is going to take like a lot of time to find the right...
Finding a new song.
Right.
Now,
so we're just going right into it.
Yes, it's most likely still on my iPod or my old iPhone. I bet it's still on my old iPhone because I think I had it downloaded. But then I found it on Spotify, which was just easier for me just to do it on Spotify.
Wow, I can't believe this.
So I'm going to have to find the old music. There she is. So we were at the dog park the other day, the indoor dog park in Cranberry, and someone had this bacon-scented chew toy. It's like a rubber ball. And Kona would not leave this dog alone. And so, obviously, I had to immediately order.
Of course.
It comes in a pack of 3.
It smells like bacon.
Oh yeah. And I'm like, I don't know how they infuse bacon smell.
I may start chewing on it myself.
I know there are 3 of them, so we can each have one.
Great. I want to gnaw on some bacon.
That's hysterical. So, and 2, if I dash off the show, I have a bit of I don't know if it's a stomach flu, but I feel like I'm going to throw up. I feel just like really like nauseous. But for those of you who know me, you know that I after a stomach surgery, I can no longer physically throw up. Kona, you need to relax. All right, hold on.
She's like real rambunctious.
Yeah, it's that ball. I think it's.
Sit down now.
Yeah, just toss the ball like over. See if she'll sit and she'll just chill out.
Sit there.
Hey, Kona.
Sit down.
I need you to sit. Thank you.
Good girl.
Good girl. There you go. And last night I was out and I was sitting and I was just like, I just don't feel right. And I was like, okay. And it felt like an allergic reaction. Like I'd eaten something. But I had this surgery for a hernia and I could no longer physically throw up. So when I get nauseous like this with like a stomach flu kind of thing, I literally just have to wait. I can't. It's very uncomfortable, and I'm kind of out of it. But
so what are you gonna do?
I just have to chill. I take a drug called Zofran, which is an anti-nausea med, which I got after my surgery. Yeah. But if it ever gets really bad, my doctor said I have to go to the hospital, and they have to push Zofran because a Zofran pill is like a grain of rice. It's the smallest pill I've ever seen. I have no idea why. I don't know why it's so small. You only get 10 of them per, because I'm not popping Zofrans all day. I'm not
it lasts 2 years.
Yeah, right.
Right.
And however, if you're violently ill, then you have to go to the hospital, because if I start gagging and like trying to vomit, like I can like blow my surgery up.
Listen,
So I have to be careful.
you know, I will never forget when I came to the hospital to see you.
Uh-huh.
And
It's
your mom. This is my like lasting memory of your mom.
yeah, okay.
She like looked at me like, and she just gave me the
Yeah.
like the look like
It's
you never know what he's gonna say,
it's not
like kind of thing. And I just kind of like nodded, like I understand. And then you were like, Jay. I was like, yeah. You're like, you can't see me like this.
Yeah.
I will never forget. And I was just like, what do you mean? And you're like, I'm a mess.
Uh,
And I was like, you know, you don't go into surgery wearing like an Etro shirt.
yeah, exactly.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know? And you were like, I'm going to take a walk. I was like, really? And your gown was like undone.
Oh yeah.
You were just letting it fly.
Oh
I
boy.
was howling. I was like, I'm going to walk the other way.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk to the
Yes.
normal halls.
Yes.
Yeah, that was quite the scene.
I was obsessed with walking around because
Yeah.
I didn't want to get what do you call it? Like blood clots.
A clot, yeah. Yeah, but you know,
I was
you,
like
you were not even in the bed. You were in a chair.
yeah, it wasn't like a bed, right?
Well, no, there was a bed,
Okay.
but you were like next to your bed in a chair.
Oh, I didn't
And
know
your
that.
mom was on the other side of the bed in her own chair.
Oh, I thought I was in the bed.
Not when I saw you. You
Oh.
had already gotten out of the bed. And you were just like sitting there.
Oh.
And you just had your like head in your hands like, oh, this
Yeah.
is terrible. Like that kind of thing.
It was real rough. It's a
Yeah.
real rough experience.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. I mean, if you can avoid
the
surgery.
nurses were having a good time with you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I feel they probably still talk about it. I'm sure they still talk about it. Remember that
They
kid
saw all kinds of things.
back in 2017?
Yeah.
Young guy.
Yeah. Was that in 17?
Yeah, hanging out in the ICU.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy experience.
Yeah, that was funny.
The ICU is nowhere to be. I mean,
No, because like you weren't, although you had a surgery, you weren't in like critical care.
no.
And there were people in there like dying.
The lady next to me died.
Yeah.
She died of like a brain aneurysm.
And you
or
were
something.
like, hey, can I get a Coke? Or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. No, I literally.
Yeah, you were like, okay.
It was laparoscopic,
Right.
so I couldn't like crunch forward. As cliche as it sounds, I could not adjust my like pillow. And my mom wasn't there. It was like late at night, you know.
Yeah.
And every nurse only has 2 patients,
Right.
right? We're up on a unit. A nurse might have 8 or 10. So it's, you get kind of very personal care, right? Because like you said, 99% of the patients in an ICU are actively dying.
Correct.
However, I'm not. I'm just post surgery, you know. So I ring the nurse, and she busts in. What do you need? I'm like, can you help me with my pillow? And she's like, my other patient's literally dying, and she just walks away.
Yeah, she wasn't happy with
No, because I'm, you know, and I kind of felt bad for her because she knows I'm not
Yeah.
a critical patient. Like she got dumped this 30-something-year-old perfectly healthy male
I've never seen like
who just had a surgery.
your mom, man. She just is like
Yeah.
shaking her head and like laughing, like because you were so like
I was not a good patient.
yeah,
I was
you were
very
so narked out.
I was ornery. I had dilaudid.
Yeah.
I mean, I was drugged up. I didn't know what planet I was on.
No.
You're uncomfortable. You have the catheter in.
Oh, no.
Catheter's not fun.
No,
It's
I wouldn't want
uncomfortable.
that. No, I don't-
You have to, and I had an NG tube in.
Oh.
So I had tubes going all over. Listen, if you don't know what an NG tube is,
No, it's not good.
they shove this tube down your throat that goes into your stomach and it drains shit out.
Yeah, that's not.
So every
ideal.
time you swallow, you feel this tube in your throat.
No.
And then the catheter, that's going up the other end.
No, that's not good at all.
Yeah, though I kind of
Oh.
regret getting the catheter out so soon. Because it was actually kind of convenient to just sit there and just relieve yourself into a bag. You don't have to move, get up, or anything.
No.
No, you're just
No.
have that
That's not
that
good.
pleasant look on your face of.
No.
But again, you're so drugged up, you don't even know what's happening.
Right.
You don't even know. Like honestly, right now an NG2 would be like unbearable.
Right.
But you're on drugs, and so it's like
it's part of the deal.
Yeah. And when they took that out, so every day I'd ask them to take out the NG tube. So I'll never forget, I had this really young, attractive, like med student. So you have the surgeon, right? He has his fellows, and then there's like the residents, and then there's like the med students. So like it's like this like pyramid, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the surgeon. I didn't even see the surgeon.
Can you hit that light?
Oh Jesus! You got to remind me.
That's okay.
You got to remind me
Now
of the
I can
light,
see.
the lamp. I keep because I forget it. Just don't worry about it. You have to remind me every fucking
I
time.
understand.
Anyway, I don't even remember seeing the surgeon the day of my surgery. Like I was rolled back. The anesthesiologist knocked me out.
Yeah.
I don't even think I saw him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I think I saw him once. He just checked on me in the ICU.
Yeah.
Right. However,
this is a routine thing.
Yeah.
for
Oh
them.
yeah. Because he's going surgery. But like all of my post surgery meds were the like fellows, you know.
Yeah.
And then there was this med student who used to check on me, and she was so nervous because she wasn't a doctor yet, you know. I remember she'd have this roll of paper in her hands, and she would just like shift it because she was so nervous. And I'll never forget one morning, she was so attractive. And I forget her name, but I loved when she would check on me because, you know, the nurses are like 45, 50, 60, and like you get this like young, attractive.
What's
you know,
wrong with you?
You know, I just have like Dilaudid. I'm just like pressing all the drugs, and you know, it's just I'm making jokes and stuff. And anyway, so she comes in and she's with one of my surgeon's fellows, and they're talking to each other, and I hear him say, "Well, I'm going to show you how to take an NG tube out." They don't say hello, they don't acknowledge me. He literally comes over, untapes it, and just pulls it out of me, and then they walk away. Now I was happy as a pig in shit because I had the NG tube out.
Yeah,
but at least
you were kind of treated like a piece of meat.
But it was like at 5 a.m. or something. It was like really early.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of like he's just showing her. For all he knew, I could have been like asleep. And they also know that you're drugged out of your mind.
Right.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
You know, being in the hospital is not, you know, they're like, you got to get rest. But then they come and prick you at midnight, and then they prick you at 5 a.m.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, hey, being up from 5 a.m. to midnight, it's not great.
No, yeah.
Like it's not good.
Yeah, it's you obviously aren't on a regular sleep schedule.
No,
because they're always doing something to you.
Well,
but anyway,
we'll get past it.
Yeah,
you're gonna be okay.
I'll be fine.
You know?
I mean, it wasn't.
We'll go to Willie's.
Yes, it was several years ago, but when you get sick like that, when you don't feel well, when you feel like nauseous and stuff, it's just because you can't.
Yeah.
You can't
just get better instantly.
Yeah. You just have to kind of take it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is TMPS 120.
It's a big one.
This is a big show.
Yeah. I've been looking forward to this particular one.
To this show.
Since like when did we go out? Friday or Saturday?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys a little story here.
Was it Friday or Saturday? I think Friday.
We went out. Holy shit. Hold on. I think this is going to be a let's just see.
Did you boot your old phone up?
Let's just see if we can do it. It only took 14 minutes. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, that's loud. You're listening to the Michael Papinchak Show. All right, welcome to TMPS 120. We were out the other night, and so Jason is what you call a productive member society. He has a job and does things for the community. And I sit at home all day and watch YouTube. And it's mostly so we can talk about things on the show. And I came across this YouTube channel called Explore With Us.
Oh my!
And God. Explore With Us could be anything, really.
Yeah.
But it's a YouTube channel where they talk about mostly true crime.
Correct.
Like in 1972, Jody Smith was kidnapped, and 40 years later they discovered her body while excavating for a new casino or something. Like some kind like that. and they go through all the different, case stuff, detective stuff and interrogations and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I often, when Jason and I go out, I will tell him about, something that I've watched recently.
Yeah.
And I said to Jay, we were at Willie's Friday, right? Yeah, Friday.
Yeah. And I'm just minding my own.
Yeah. And I say, Jason, have you ever heard of Travis the Chimp?
And I almost spit my drink out. I'm like, what?
I said, back in 2009, I have notes because there's a lot of details, a lot of things I want to go through.
Yeah.
This is a special edition of TMPS.
Okay.
This is
almost
this is
this is a momentous
because it's so insane. So I felt like every time I told Jason something more about the story, it was just more and more like, what are you talking about?
This was fiction for sure for me.
Yeah. No, this was real.
No, this was.
Yeah.
I was like, are you sure this happened?
Yeah, I've verified it.
Yeah, and
Wikipedia.
I then
so it has to be true.
Use the old Google, and it's true.
It is true. So, in 1995, in Stanford,
I hate to laugh because it's not
no,
funny.
It isn't. But
it's not funny, but it's so unbelievable.
Yeah. Sandy and Jerry Harold. They lived in Stanford, Connecticut.
Yeah. Isn't that where the WWE is?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes.
That's why that's a familiar name. Okay.
And now, I didn't realize this, but before you came over, I rewatched the Explore With Us YouTube documentary thing.
Yeah.
I had forgotten that they had a daughter. They had a daughter who had then they had a grandchild.
Okay.
And I see, because like when you watch it, you think, maybe this couple couldn't have kids, and by purchasing a baby chimp, they filled a gap in their hearts. But that's actually not true. They had a biological human child. Yeah. But anyway, in 1995, they decide to spend $50,000 on a baby chimp who they named Travis after Travis Tritt, their favorite country singer.
Already, you know something is wrong.
Yes.
You named your chimp
after,
which is more than like adopting a child, by the way.
Yeah, $50,000.
$50,000's a lot.
Yeah.
In 95.
Yeah, 95. Now, they did own a towing company and were
wealthy.
Pretty wealthy. Pretty wealthy.
Yeah.
So, they had funds to do this.
Yeah.
And she paid cash. $50,000 in cash.
Yeah, well.
To a chimp sanctuary, I think in like Missouri or something.
A chimp sanctuary?
Yeah. And like his father was like from Africa. Like a chimp, like not like a zoo chimp.
Yeah.
His father was from
a direct descendant of the wild chimp.
Yeah. And he was born on October 21st, which is
happy birthday.
Little piece of trivia.
Yeah.
Little piece of trivia there. And they basically raised Travis like a human child.
Yeah.
He had like a crib, and they put him down for naps and like all of this stuff. I mean, I just did a short list of things that Travis did. He brushed his teeth.
Yeah.
He wore human clothing.
Yes.
He slept in their bed.
That's weird.
Even though he had his own bedroom, and they actually would lock their door at night. It's almost, very early in this documentary, they talk about how Sandy and Harold, or Sandy and Jerry, would lock their door at night. It's almost like they knew subconsciously that he needs to be kept, like, he can't just be allowed in our room at any time. You know what I mean? Because he is a chimpanzee, but still, eventually, how, like, just when you have human kids, you put them to bed, but then they eventually jump in bed. I mean, I slept with my parents. I have friends, their kids jump in their beds with them. It's just like something that you do
in the movies.
Yeah, as a little kid. And the chimp was doing the same. They took baths together.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That is strange to me.
Yeah, I would never have a chimp, first of all.
Well, yeah.
But if I did,
by the end of this story,
I would like hose it off.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know if I would use the old, let's share a bath.
Let's jump in the jacuzzi and get some bubble bath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not.
Like, hey, Travis, hit the jets.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really. Travis,
Yeah.
you got a bath bomb?
Oh my God.
No, I don't think that would happen.
He ate meals with them at the table.
Yeah.
He drank wine out of a wine glass.
Yeah, he poured his own drinks.
Yes. He would go to the fridge and get his own drinks.
His own drinks.
He rode a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Like a riding mower.
Yeah, riding mower. Yeah,
and
I saw that.
he ate it like restaurants.
How do restaurants let chimps in?
This is the thing. He became like a local celebrity. He would take pictures with police officers.
So
he's
like you.
Yeah, basically.
So he's a local celeb.
He's a local celebrity.
Okay.
You know, I can't go anywhere in this town. But anyway, imagine if we lived there at 95 or whatever, we might have said, "Hey, there's Travis. Let's get a picture with Travis."
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So he was like this beloved. He would go to their towing company. He was like in their like commercials.
He was their mascot.
Yeah, he was like in their commercials and stuff. I mean,
He was in a Pepsi commercial.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That did not come up in my research.
Yes, it did. Yes, he was.
I mean, literally, he was a celebrity, local celebrity.
Yeah. He did everything a normal
Kid.
human would do.
Yes.
And then other people, well, this was when he was still young.
Yes. Oh, this is
Okay.
this is a distinction here.
Yeah, okay, right.
He's not a full male. He's not a full-grown male chimp yet.
And when you mean fully grown, he's not like a teenage chimp.
Yeah.
'Cause that's like full grown, kind of.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this incident happened when he was 14, I believe, 13, 14.
Yeah.
And they lived 30 to 40 years.
Right.
So
But he's fully grown
at 14, he's a fully grown chimpanzee,
Yeah.
male chimpanzee. And that is probably my favorite part of this whole story is what the animal, what are they called? What are they called? I forget.
What do you mean?
Oh, animal control. What, just real quick though, but before we get to, because
Okay.
this is my favorite part.
Animal control. Okay.
So unfortunately, their biological daughter,
Yeah.
Sandy and Jerry, died in a car accident,
Okay.
and that kind of like, you know, was very traumatizing, obviously for the parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you remember the picture of Travis holding a baby?
Yeah. Now that it's creepy as okay. For everybody, if you're gonna listen to this, if you are listening to this,
Yeah.
stop,
Yeah.
pause,
Yeah.
Google Travis the chimp with an infant.
Yes. You have to see
It is
this
one of the
photo.
creepiest photos you will ever see.
That's Sandy's grandson.
It all really
Yeah.
okay. So it to me, it looks like it's almost like somebody in a costume.
Yes.
Because you're like, there's no way a sane human would give an infant to a chimp,
Yes. Exactly.
and he's like smiling.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a huge smile.
He has a huge smile, like cheek to
So,
cheek, like ear to ear
Just
smile.
pause the show, type in Travis the Chimp,
Yeah.
hit images, and you will see this
You will
image.
see it. Okay, now hit play again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
so this kind of led Sandy. Sandy, obviously, I don't think was a mentally well individual. If let me just, I don't know Sandy.
Yeah.
I've
We
never
don't know
seen-
Sandy.
I've never seen an interview with her.
No.
But, and I understand, I just, you know, when you watch like the Tiger King, like the difference is, you know, as much as you want to like play with the tigers
Yeah.
and, you know, you have these
Yeah.
kind of crazy characters like Carol Baskin and Joe Exotic, and however, a tiger is not a chimp. Like a chimp is so human
Yeah.
that the
It's 99.9%
Yeah.
the same.
yeah, and it's like like a line can be crossed mentally. Okay, you might say, "Oh, this tiger's like my son."
No.
Okay, well, first off, you're not clothing, it's not drinking wine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a humanoid.
No.
It's not a primate. Okay, it's a
Right.
tiger. It's a cat.
Yeah.
All right, a chimp like us, we're both primates. Like we're so similar. I mean,
Right.
it's said like Travis would like brush her hair, like do her nails.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
a tiger can't do that.
Well, so we think.
Yeah, well, we don't know what Joe Exotic
You
was
know-
doing.
Right. Okay. So keep going. I'm gonna
Yeah.
withhold my comments till the end because
So in 2003, this was kind of the beginning of the end here.
yeah. Okay.
It was the
The
incident
intersection.
where he was at a stoplight.
Yes.
Someone threw a cup into like the half-open window.
Somebody threw where
Or
he was
something.
buckled in.
Yeah, he was buckled in just like a human would be.
Somebody his window was down.
Yes, yeah.
He was getting some fresh air.
Yes, as we all do
As
need
we
from
all
time
do.
to
You know,
time.
maybe he was sweaty.
Hair in the wind.
Hair in the wind.
Yeah.
And
Dude, this is just too much.
yeah,
I hate laughing because it's tragic.
It is.
It's about to become really tragic.
Yeah. We're sick people.
I know, but no, it's just this is
it's so disturbing. It's you have to laugh.
like you said. This can't be real.
Yeah.
Like you can't write this.
Right.
Like you could never.
If
sit
somebody
down.
wrote this, I would be like, you were ill.
Yes. Yeah.
You're an ill person.
Yeah.
So his window was down.
Yeah.
Somebody threw like an empty water bottle
Yeah.
because
Something.
they were like, "Oh, look, the chimp,"
and they threw something in at the
and
chimp.
he got mad.
He got very agitated.
So he unbuckled himself,
Yeah.
opened the door.
Yeah. Which I would have had locked, but again, I don't know. I mean,
Right.
I don't know. It's maybe, I don't know what a car was like in 2003. You know what I mean?
Right. And he proceeds to try to get in the other car.
Yeah,
He was running around,
He
causing a scene
yeah.
at this four-way intersection.
Yep.
So they had to call the police.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. So they called the police.
Yeah.
And they couldn't apprehend him.
Right.
And during this
Because they don't want, because the police know him.
Yes.
They don't want to shoot him or hurt him.
During this whole kind of story, this whole saga,
Yeah.
there was kind of
An understanding.
yeah, but there was also kind of criticism of the police because they treated him so well. There were a lot of times where Travis could have been maybe forcibly given to a sanctuary or something.
Yeah.
But they just, it's just Travis. He's the local celebrity.
There was a law.
He takes pictures with babies.
But that they were allowed to have the chimp.
Yes.
It's not illegal.
No.
What they were doing was not illegal. I want to make that clear.
But there were certain things that some people kind of criticized. You know, of course, this is hindsight. This isn't like this is after what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah,
This is all hindsight.
Right.
But eventually, Travis just got tired, got back into the car, rebuckled himself, closed the door,
and off they went.
Yeah, and off they went. So for 2 hours, he just ran around.
Yeah.
Like raging at people, jumping at people. He thought it was like a game.
A game, yeah.
Yeah, someone threw something at him. Oh, now it's like playtime.
Right.
So after this, they no longer took him in public.
Right. No, but there was another lady that I guess he had pulled her.
Yeah, so I'm going to be getting to that.
Okay,
I'm going to be getting to that because they're
a pattern of behavior has developed.
There actually is, but no one knows it.
Yeah.
So, but after this 2003 incident, I think like the mayor said, we're going to shoot him. Basically, we can't have a wild chimpanzee running around for 2 hours like in the streets.
Right.
Okay. They're very aggressive. So animal control got involved.
Okay.
They were cited for not having the proper permit because now he's an adult chimp, which is different from a baby chimp.
Baby chimps, yeah.
So, but that all got settled though. See, what they probably should have done was say he's got to go to a sanctuary, but instead, it's Travis. We all love Travis.
We'll get
the right permit,
and it'll be fine,
and we'll all move along. But this animal control lady came by and was like, "Listen, Sandy, you now have an adult chimp that is as strong as 5 grown human males."
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is. This is now a sexually mature chimp. My favorite part.
Yeah.
I can't believe that she said this. That not only should be having sex daily.
This is the animal control lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
But should be having sex up to 50 times a day.
Oh man.
So this chimp ain't getting any.
I'm under 50 my whole life.
Exactly. I can you imagine 50 times a day?
A day.
Like,
goodness.
If your chimp doesn't start pounding it out, he's going to get really aggressive because he's still a wild animal. And you don't neuter.
They're wired to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can live to be 30 to 40 years. And at this point, he's only, I think, 13. You know what I mean? Or somewhere around there.
Yeah. When you're 13, you start
things start happening.
Start getting curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was and the animal control lady said he should be having sex up to 50 times a day. You're right. I think 50 in a lifetime. That's probably where I'm at.
It's just concerning.
Now, as you mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
during this conversation that Sandy had with Animal Control,
Okay.
she was aware of but did not disclose the fact that Travis's parents, previously to this 2003 incident, were cited for displaying violent behavior. They had to be tranquilized. They were like rocking a car. They escaped from the sanctuary.
Yeah.
So you have Travis's parents and the people of the sanctuary called Sandy and said, "Hey, listen, Travis's parents are aggressive. They escaped. They attacked some people. Now, there were anything. I mean, it was just like attacking like a car, but still. But Sandy, of course, I've never seen him be,
Which was a lie.
Which was a lie because in 1996,
Yeah.
a woman said, "Hey, Sandy, this is a year. 95, he was adopted. 96. Hey, Sandy, can I say hi to Travis?" Sure. Travis bit her hand.
And pulled her hair.
Yeah. So at that point,
Yes.
a year, or I don't know how long, but 95 to 96, he showed aggressive behavior. Now, again, compared to what we're going to get to, bit her hand, okay, drew some blood. All right. Well, I mean, cats bite, puppies bite, but this is a chimpanzee. So, 2004, unfortunately, Sandy's husband, Jerry, dies of stomach cancer.
Uh-huh.
And he says, "Sandy, you got to get rid of Travis. He's too big. You're this small 60-something or whatever old lady.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of Travis." She considered it. She even wrote to the sanctuary, never sent the letter. She's lost her daughter.
Yep. And
now her husband's going to die.
Yep.
And all she's got left is her, quote, son, Travis, and she decides to keep him. But one of the things is someone came into her life to help her with Travis. The whole point of this whole thing we've been talking about for the last half hour is Charla Nash, her friend that came back into her life, became Travis's, quote, aunt.
Yeah, his aunt.
She worked for the company. She helped
Good family friend.
Sandy take care of Travis.
Yeah.
This was someone that I think Sandy kind of justified. I have Charla helping me, so if both of us could handle him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where you think maybe if it was, personally,
yeah,
regardless of Charla, I think Sandy would have kept that chimp no matter what.
Now, Charla says, after this whole thing,
yeah,
that she only saw Travis out of his enclosure, whatever was built there.
Oh, yeah,
because
because I forgot to mention that after buying Travis, they remodeled their whole house to fit him, with ropes and swings,
cages,
and cages.
Yeah, it was like a jungle gym.
Yeah, their house literally became like a jungle gym.
Yeah, and she said, whenever I saw him, he was always inside the enclosure.
Yeah,
he was never out freely.
Yeah,
when she was around.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
Okay,
that changes really this whole kind of deal here.
Yes, it does. So that was an interesting
little piece of information.
She told Oprah that.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, because after that 2003 incident, he was no longer allowed to leave the house. So they didn't go on car rides.
Right. So he was stuck inside.
He was stuck inside.
on their property.
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
house arrest
because I think just like a zoo, they had an outdoor kind of enclosure thing where he could kind of be outside, jumping around, but he's not. Guys, this is ridiculous. What are we talking about here?
Right.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say anymore. It's not right. It's just not right. This is just like with the Tiger King and shit.
Yeah.
People keeping these animals when they're not really
Carol Baskin.
Yeah, Carol Baskin, when they're not really qualified to do so.
What in the world is wrong with people?
Yeah. What are you doing with a tiger, let alone 10 or whatever?
Yeah. They were dumpster diving for their food, but given the tigers like steaks.
Yeah. Oh, that was a crazy
I'm
thing.
like, what is going on
They were
here?
eating like
Dumpster
all like
diving.
expired meat and stuff.
Yeah, he was like, Walmart would give us their expired foods.
Yeah.
He's like, it's still good. I'm like,
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man.
Well, at this point in 2009, when this incident happened with Charla,
Yeah.
Travis was now 240 pounds.
Oh, he's big.
He was overweight.
Yeah.
He was no longer like this happy. You know, this I think is fascinating. Just to kind of give a little bit of a shed some light on, you know, how close Chimps and us are. After Jerry died, he would take pictures of him off the wall or off the mantle, kiss them and hold them to his chest. Like, he recognized Jerry in a photo,
Right.
and recognized his loss,
Right.
and
okay.
like mourned,
like his father. kinda.
yeah. Like, I mean, that's well. First, I mean,
So you think it made him maybe act out?
well, I just think after. So first off, he loses his father.
Yeah.
Now Sandy's daughter obviously had passed away by now. I never really read much about how he reacted to the loss of his quote sister. I don't know what that relationship was like. Yeah. But now you have this chimp who was used to going out in the world, who
Right.
was used to
It probably kept him like
kind of
fresh.
Yeah, right? Now, since 2003 to 2009, he has not left their property. He is not allowed.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure, Google it, I think the mayor said, if this happens again, we're going to have to shoot him.
Yeah.
You know, once you find out a male grown chimp is as strong as 5 men.
Yeah. Wouldn't you be freaked out if you were like the next door neighbor?
Yeah,
What's that sound over there? Oh, that's Travis.
That's Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about
He's
that.
tearing someone's face off.
He just ripped the drywall off.
He just you need your drywall taken down?
Yeah.
Just get Travis in there.
He'll do some demo.
So 2009, February 16th, 2009.
Okay.
This is the day.
This is the day.
The day.
Now you're going to go into the details about
So
Charlotte's appearance.
So
Correct?
yes.
Okay.
So on that day, I guess Travis is a little irritated. He's just a little off. He's just not doing
You woke
good.
up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yes. So Sandy, in all of her wisdom, decides to put a Xanax
in his morning tea.
In his tea. Now, I don't know if you know this, but in humans, Xanax can cause mania, aggression. You know, obviously it's meant to calm you down, but you can react in an adverse way. Now, that's in humans, and this was not his medication. Right. This was her medication.
Right. Yeah.
But just thinking, oh, Xanax calms you down, I'll
Pop
give
one of those in
I'll
there.
give, you know, a grown chimpanzee, wild animal a Xanax.
Right.
And it'll calm him down. Now, there's really no. Now, she did not give him Xanax, but the autopsy showed Xanax.
The toxicology.
Or toxicology. And there's no, like, guarantee that the Xanax caused this. But regardless, it's a factor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Travis then takes her car keys and goes outside in the yard.
Charlotte's.
No. Sandy's. Charlie isn't there yet.
Okay.
And Travis is like, we're going for a car ride. He's pacing around the yard. He has the keys. And she's like, no, we can't go for a car ride. So he's obviously wants to go for a car. I mean, I think he's sick of being, you know, locked up.
I want to go out.
And he wants to go outside.
Yeah, he wants to go to the club.
Yeah. But he's outside like in the yard.
Right.
So Sandy calls Charla. Now, it's not known really if Sandy asked her to come over or if Charla offered. Regardless, at 3:40 p.m., Charla came over.
Well, I think she was showing off her haircut.
She had a new haircut.
Yes.
She had a new or different car.
Yes.
Okay, whichever one it was. It was a different haircut, a new haircut, and whatever car she was in was not the car that Travis was used to seeing approach the property.
Right.
Charla had his favorite toy, the Tickle Me Elmo.
Yeah, the Tickle Me Elmo.
And was holding it in front of her face to try to calm him down. So it was all about calming Travis down, getting him back in the house. Instead, Travis rages after her.
Because that's his favorite toy.
That's his favorite toy.
Don't touch my toy.
Rages at her, pushes her against her car. She falls to the ground. At this point, Sandy gets a snow shovel
Yes.
bashes Travis with a snow shovel, doesn't slow him down.
No.
Runs to the house, grabs a kitchen knife, stabs him 3 times, doesn't slow him down. She jumps in her car, locks the door, calls 911. And is just, you got to listen to the 911 call.
Well, if you have a strong stomach, you
Yes.
should listen to the 911. If you don't listen to it, because it's disturbing.
So not only is what she says
Hey.
disturbing, but the sound of Travis.
Yeah.
You can hear Travis.
You're going nuts.
The sound of Travis, like just those monkey, I don't even know what yells or call. I don't even know what you call them. It's horrifying.
Yeah.
She's saying things like, he's ripping my friend apart.
He's eating her.
So the dispatcher said later that he did not believe her. He thought it was a hoax.
Because he's like, who is attacking?
And she goes, my
chimp.
my chimpanzee.
She said, my chimp.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? And
Yeah.
My chimpanzee.
Yeah. And he's obviously thinks, and then apparently the moment she said he's eating her,
Right.
they took it seriously. Police were dispatched. Travis approaches one of the police cars, tries to get in, but the door's locked. Tries another door. That door's open. He tears the side view mirror off.
Yeah.
And the cop had a split second. He sees this chimp with blood all over his face.
Yeah.
His fangs.
Missing teeth.
Shoots him 4 times.
Yeah. It still doesn't kill him.
No, still doesn't kill him. But he actually shits. He defecated and then ran into the house.
Oh, is that what happened?
And then he died in his room.
Yeah, he retreated to his cage.
And he what is it? Succumbed to his wounds or whatever the word is. Yeah, he died of his wounds.
He bled out. Yeah.
In his room. So obviously, they, upon seeing Charla, who was like half naked from him tearing her clothes off.
Yeah.
And all of her injuries, which we'll get into, they assumed she was dead.
Correct.
But she actually moved and tried to get their attention.
Yeah.
And rushed her off to Cleveland Clinic, and she had multiple surgeries. But so Charla survives this attack somehow. But her face, for lack of a better word or phrase, is torn off.
Well, not only is her scalp and face torn off.
Yeah.
But the bone structure behind your face is completely destroyed.
It's smashed. Yeah.
It's destroyed. He basically, his teeth were embedded into her skull.
Yeah.
He ate her face.
Yeah. Loss of nose, lips,
And
both eyes,
both
scalp.
eyes. Yeah.
And they said in this thing later that she actually lost both of her eyes because upon biting her, she got like a bacterial infection.
Well, they said that she wasn't going to be able to see regardless.
Yeah, but that was kind of like a note that was the loss of her vision was. But I mean, when you get your face ripped off,
yeah, I kind of figured.
It kind of she had brain tissue injuries.
Yeah, the brain was exposed, and I guess he was trying to eat her brain.
Oh God.
But then her hand injuries are another thing.
Well, one hand was completely torn off.
Completely gone.
And the other hand was partially torn off.
Yeah. They sewed one thumb back on her right hand.
Yeah. And unfortunately, she had a hand transplant. She had 2 successful hand transplants, so 2 hands.
Yeah.
But she got pneumonia.
Yeah.
And her body rejected them because of the pneumonia. Basically, her body was going through another trauma with the pneumonia, and it caused that. So she did get new hands, but she lost them. Her body rejected them, but she got the face transplant.
That didn't take either.
So, but I think
it kind of did.
She has a face now.
Yeah.
But
because when she was talking to Oprah said, "You're very resilient. Thank you for doing this."
Yeah.
She's like, "I don't want to really talk about it. It really bothers me." And Oprah's like, "Well, take me back to that day."
Well, first off,
Oprah.
Well, hold on,
Oprah.
First off, if you're gonna go on Oprah,
you know what's gonna happen,
and you don't want to talk about why you don't have a face anymore.
It's all about the money. She got some money for it.
Okay, so apparently at the time, 15 months after this attack, Sandy died of a aortic aneurysm.
Yeah,
and the doctor even said, after all of this loss, her husband, daughter, her best friend Travis, she died of a broken heart. And that's a nice sentiment.
I don't think so.
But in my mind, it's like, I don't know. That's like, this chimp tore a woman's face off. I mean,
Yeah.
all the pictures with police smiling and holding babies doesn't make up for the fact that, I mean, Charla should have died. You know, I mean,
it's unbelievable she lived. Like,
yeah.
I guess the injuries were so bad that they had to give the hospital workers that treated her, like counseling.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's how like horrific.
Jake, can you imagine seeing someone with
that.
their face ripped off?
No.
Like Hannibal Lecter shit.
Yeah, it's not good.
I can't even imagine the trauma.
Yeah.
I wonder how the cop is doing that had to shoot him 4 times. I wonder if he's like, okay.
I wouldn't lose sleep over it.
Yeah,
it's a chimp.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Travis had 13 decent years.
That's true. And
he lived better than all the other chimps.
He lived better than a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah, so when Sandy died...
It's not like he was in Detroit.
Yeah, exactly.
He was in Stamford, Connecticut.
I wonder if you ever met Vince McMahon.
Right.
They should have had him in the square circle.
Yeah.
They should have had him in the WWE.
Yeah, he should have fought like Ric Flair.
Here comes Travis the Chimp.
Yeah.
You know?
From Stamford, Connecticut.
Fighting Ric Flair.
Yeah. Yeah. At 5'7", 240. Wearing a diaper. It's not good.
So I guess their estate was like $10 million. Like the Herald estate.
Yeah.
And Charla sued for $50 million, got 4. And then she's got $4 million from the Herald estate, I guess.
Yeah.
But then she tried to sue, I think, the city for like $150 million, basically saying you knew this animal was aggressive, like you knew, like, and that was dismissed. And I don't really know why. I didn't really like look into it too much. And I think it's I don't really know.
You know,
it's kind of tough. Like, if you want to sue Stanford or you want to sue the state of Connecticut for allowing someone to have an aggressive animal. I mean, I guess maybe if she was the 5th face that was ripped off, you know, though I have to say after one face is ripped off, just like if a dog attacks, you euthanize it. I mean, like typically if there's like a dog attack.
If it's like a brutal attack, you can't, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm always sympathetic to animals and not people.
Yeah.
But Travis showed a pattern of behavior that he was an aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't getting what he needed.
Yeah, and just the fact that all you have to do, so when I was in college, you know, I had to take a bunch of like diversity credits. You know, even though I was a music major, I went to a liberal arts college. So, or like my music school was part of a liberal arts college.
Right.
So, you know, you had to take, you know, some English courses and some history and some like art history and, you know, that kind of thing. And one of the, look at Kona.
Oh, yeah. She's a character.
She's being a ham over here.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Oh, my God.
If I don't pay 100% attention to her, then I can't do anything else.
Exactly.
If I'm looking at my phone.
Forget it.
It's over.
The phone.
Oh,
the phone is her enemy.
Yeah. Doesn't want me to look at the phone.
She hates it. Because when I'm on my phone, I'm not giving her attention.
Right.
And she lets me know.
It's all fun and games till I steal that bacon ball.
Yeah, that's right. I can't believe they infused the scent of bacon into dog toys. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me at all. I don't know how they do it. But anyway, I took a class called Biological Anthropology.
Right.
And it's basically a class like human evolution. You know, like you learn all about the different, you know, primates.
Bipedal.
Yeah, the bipedal, you know, when they went from, you know, quad, I don't know what they call it, 4-legged walking to 2-legged walking and all the different kind of human ancestors. But also within that, they talk about the current great apes, gorillas and orangutans, and they brought up, you know, if you look up chimpanzees, they are extremely territorial, they are very violent, and they're a warring culture.
Yes.
They war with each other.
It's what they do.
They literally tear each other apart. Like it's what chimps do. Then we learned about bonobos that are the opposite.
Yeah. That,
you know, they make love like not war. They live in this society, a female dominant society.
Oh.
And I'm not even joking, like they literally, whether it's male on female sex, male, female, they're just like this loving, this, you know, hippie commune kind of ape. Yeah, the opposite of like chimps. Now, can they get violent? Maybe. I don't really know. But bonobos are not as well, known as chimpanzees. Well, by anthropologists, yes,
Man.
but not by like a normal. If you go up to a normal person and say, what do you know about bonobos? Like, what? It's a kind of chimp, or it's a kind of like great ape.
Yeah, most of the people around here don't even know what a cat and a dog are.
Yeah, so
what a bonobo.
But the fact that, like, at the end of the day, Travis is a wild animal.
Yeah.
No matter how many glasses of wine, or how many pairs of pants,
yeah,
or how many times he mows the lawn for you, or even if he brushes your hair,
right?
He is a grown male chimp.
Yeah.
That apparently should be engaging in sexual activity, I'll say it again, 50 times a day.
Yeah. The running lawnmower wasn't getting it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Seriously. And
all he wants to do is go out in the real world, look at some females.
Yes.
Wants to go for a ride with the homies.
That's right.
And she couldn't take him out because he wasn't allowed out of the property.
Yeah. Well, because one more incident.
And they're going to kill him.
And they'd have to kill him.
Look what happened.
Yeah. That eventually happened.
Now, Charlotte Nash revealed her face on Oprah.
Okay.
It was just... and Oprah said, do you feel anything? She said she doesn't feel any pain. And there's a little sensation when she touches like her thumb to her cheek.
Okay.
That's all she can feel.
Was her like mouth moving a lot? Like
no.
There's
not really a mouth. It's like a...
Because she had a face... It was someone else's face, right?
Well, this is before the face transplant.
Oh, okay.
Because this was just like a...
I believe they rebuilt her nose using a skin graft. But I'm pretty
from her
sure
leg.
She had a face transplant.
Yeah, it's just for... She said there's a nose, but it doesn't like... It's not operable.
Okay.
So she like breathes through her mouth.
It's just more for...
Appearance. Right.
So she looks somewhat...
It's really sad. Like, you feel like... absolutely like horrible. This happened.
I said to Jason at Willie's when we were talking about this, I would have rather died.
100%.
Now, I did watch a little thing that what she basically focused on was like she did some kind of study with the U.S. military. Charlotte did about it was some kind of study about transplants and rejection drugs.
Oh.
And because, military men and women who get, blown up and stuff.
Right.
And they need transplants. So she was like part of that, even though she wasn't a military member. And it's like, if I could help someone down the line.
You're right.
Because of me trying a new drug or doing something.
She will do it. Yeah.
Then it's like, because if you think about it, she doesn't have any hands.
No.
Her hands are now gone. She's pretty much... she has half caregivers and all that stuff, I'm sure. And it's like, you have to have some kind of purpose in life.
Yeah, yeah.
So if a clinical trial can help a military service member down the line. So, so I guess she's trying to give herself some meaning, some purpose. But for me, I think I'd have rather just died.
Yeah, it's just sad.
It just really is.
But you can't have a chimp.
No.
No chimps allowed.
No, I don't think it's a good idea. But when you watch this whole documentary, and there's many of them, you type it into YouTube, you're going to find
there's a lot of
all kind of stuff about Travis the Chimp. I just happened to watch the one on Explore with Us, which is a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And maybe we missed some details, maybe there's some more stuff, but this is just the broad overview.
Right.
And they did bring up, this isn't the only chimp attack.
No, it's not.
I did tell you that, unfortunately, a guy was attacked by a chimpanzee, and the chimpanzee, unfortunately, bit his genitals off and his nose. But I think really the main point is, I was watching Joe Rogan was talking about this attack.
Yeah.
The guy brought his chimp, who was now in a sanctuary,
a
birthday cake.
Okay.
But he didn't bring any of the other chimps a birthday cake.
Oh, they don't like that.
So they got out and attacked him.
Mm.
And they bit his hands off, face off, nose off, and they bit his genitals off. And Joe Rogan was talking about how like it's like the chimps know what you need in life. They know you need your hands.
Yeah.
They know you need your dick. And they're not biting off your stomach or your knee or something. They're biting the essentials.
Yeah.
They're taking off what you need to function.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'd like to stay away from chimps.
I think I might never. I'm probably never going to go to a zoo ever again.
No, zoos are terrible. Actually,
I have to tell you something.
I feel uncomfortable at zoos. I feel bad.
Yeah.
I went to the Columbus Zoo last year, 2 years ago, right?
Okay.
Unbelievable, right? It's one of the best zoos, and that's the what's his name zoo.
I don't even know.
The guy that has all the animals all the time.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not Steve. Irwin died, but the other guy.
Oh, has he been on the like Tonight Show and stuff?
That guy.
Visually, I don't know his name, but visually, I think I know who you're talking about.
That's his zoo.
Oh, okay. Now, is Steve Irwin? That's in Australia, though, right?
Yeah,
his zoo.
Like
where do his son and daughter work?
In Australia.
That has to be in Australia, right? Yeah, his son looks
just like him.
Oh, it's kind of freaky.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah, it's really kind of weird.
But this zoo, you could tell the animals were like treated better than like the employees there for sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Like the animals were like pampered.
Yeah.
The animals looked like they were like I don't know. They looked happy. They kind of looked like I don't mind. This is all right.
Yeah, this is okay. I get fed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
See, maybe if they had a female chimp,
Travis
would have been kept busy.
Distracted.
Distracted. Because 50 times a day, you got to be like, that's a lot of going ons.
He would need many females.
Actually, that's right. I'm assuming it's not. I'm pretty sure they're polygamous or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's more of a.
He likes to get around.
Whatever female's available.
Yeah. So if you look at the Pittsburgh Zoo, some of the animals,
it's a little
looks like they need fed.
This isn't the.
They don't look healthy.
Yeah,
the Columbus Zoo is unbelievable because you were from here to the wall.
Yeah.
With the gorillas.
Oh, really? You're that close?
Yeah. Yeah. It's unbelievable, like how close you can get.
You know what?
And they look like they're just chilling and they're like chewing on a plant or something. Yeah. But that like when they're like playing, there's this like glass like enclosure, and you can watch them kind of like chase each other. Like the kids are running around. You're like, oh, like they're playing is like our fighting.
Sure, yeah. It's just like like dogs.
Yeah,
like when Kona's playing with another dog.
Yeah,
they're like biting each. They're not really biting, but
they're like
like
that kind of thing.
Like they have their whole mouth around each other's neck.
Yeah,
but they're not really
hurting each other.
No, it's just playing.
You could tell though, like if there was a human in there, the arm would be ripped off.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if a chimpanzee, which is relatively small compared to a gorilla.
Yeah.
I mean, chimps are smaller than us. Like
healthy chimps. Yeah.
A gorilla.
Travis was like a deadbeat dad, kind of. Like overweight, drinking beer.
Yeah.
Pouring his own drinks.
Can you imagine ripping a hand off?
Yeah. How do you rip a hand off?
Just like yank your hand quick. Like I'm pulling pretty. I mean, I don't. The force to rip it off.
Yeah, it ripped off.
Like the hand is no longer attached.
Not just like a finger off.
No.
The whole hand to like the wrist.
Ripped off.
Yeah. Like the forearm.
A gorilla would have ripped your whole arm off.
Correct.
Yeah.
It was ripped at the forearm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like snapped, pull.
Oh, the guy that got his dick bit off and they like bit off all of his fingers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you like need them. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, Rogan, I don't know what kind of.
That guy should have fought back a little bit.
Yeah.
You can have a finger or two.
Yeah, but I'm gonna punch you in the face.
You start going for the jewels,
for the family jewels.
Your survival instinct at some point must kick in.
Yeah,
like you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, to keep it all intact.
Yeah,
and that guy survived.
Yeah,
He survived.
Yeah, he's not living a good life.
No, there's definitely a catheter or two in his life.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that one.
Listen, he brought a birthday cake
Yeah.
to only one.
And
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
good.
No, you gotta.
They got jealous.
Yes,
They got jealous.
they are.
You know, when I was
chimpanzees.
a kid, there were 4 of us, right? Four siblings.
Yeah.
Let's say it was my birthday.
Okay.
Everyone obviously would bring me gifts. We'd have cake, but they'd also bring one gift for Nicole, one gift for
you're
Danielle,
the only family that I know that was happening with,
and one gift for Larry.
That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Just one each, just so they didn't feel left out of the gift.
So the young pappies wouldn't go for the genitals.
No, this was to keep our aggressive instincts
tame
in line.
Yeah, I see. I'm gonna ask the siblings about this.
Now, this didn't continue to when I was like 16 or something. This is when we were like little,
5, 6.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And it was also kind of a way to keep us all occupied.
Yeah.
So, like, if it's Nicole's birthday, if I'm getting a few gifts, oh, well, then I'm now occupied over here with some Legos or something.
Yeah.
And I'm not running around like a maniac or feeling jealous or, you know what I mean, that I'm not getting any gifts. You know, because you're little. You don't, little kids don't, like, it's just truth. They're just truth. You know, they don't really hold back too much.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Some people survive, like, great white attacks.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, how do you survive that?
I don't know. I mean,
listen, humans don't belong in the ocean,
nor like the wild.
Yeah.
Like being in the jungle in Africa and getting ripped apart by a actual wild chimp.
Yeah, you don't belong there.
No,
you got to stay.
Yeah, like
knee deep
I'm in the house. That's where I want to stay.
Right.
This is as close to the ocean as I want to get.
Appalachia.
Appalachia. Yeah.
In the mountainous regions of PA, Western PA.
Yeah. I mean, like, I want like a white-tailed deer to be my biggest threat, which is no threat at all.
Right.
Dude, this family of white-tailed deer,
they're in that yard all the time.
How I haven't smashed through them with my car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There were so many deer in this neighborhood.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if these neighbors put out salt. See, when I was a kid, my dad would put out salt licks.
Right.
So at night, we would see them right in the yard. I don't know. My dad just wanted to, I don't know why he did that. It was he just had his thing, you know.
He liked to, see the deer.
See the deer, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if they put out salt licks. I have a few other neighbors. I don't know, but it is literally. And
it's not like 3. There's like 20.
There's literally 20.
Yeah.
The other day, Kona was getting like agitated, right? By my door where she goes out to like pee.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe she has to go to the bathroom. Before I open the door, I look up, there's 6 deer right in my backyard.
Yeah.
She wants to go out and play.
Right.
And she was barking and scratching at the door, and I wouldn't let her out there because she's going to run after them. And they're going to run across the road, and she's going to run across the road.
I wonder if all the deer team up and they're like, hey, fuck that guy that lives at that house. Let's go mess his shit up. You don't want to make enemies with the deer.
You don't want a deer coming into your house because it will destroy everything in its path.
Yeah.
Trying to get out.
Yeah. Listen, wild animals are wild animals.
Yes, they are.
At the end of the day.
Yes, they are.
They don't belong.
No. And these people want to bring back dinosaurs like Jurassic Park with Jeff Goldblum running around. Forget it.
No.
We got chimps tearing people's faces off, biting dudes' dicks off.
Right.
We got sharks. Now, every shark attack is a mistake. They don't want to eat people. We
don't know that.
They think you're a seal, right?
Yeah.
Because the first bite is them is seeing what you are.
Yeah. A taste test.
A taste test. 100%.
Yeah.
And if you're a human, they will go on their merry way. Now, this is a shark. So sometimes that taste test is enough to take a whole leg off.
Sometimes I don't really want, let's say, a ham sandwich.
Yeah, okay.
But if I'm hungry enough, I'll eat the ham sandwich.
Sure. Yes. Oh, I see what you mean. You might not want the ham sandwich.
Right, but it's there.
But you're hungry.
Right.
And you just want to satisfy the hunger.
Right.
And though it's not what you really want.
Exactly.
That is a really good... that's maybe a connection.
Maybe the great white just hasn't eaten in a few days.
Maybe.
He's been chilling,
Yeah.
mating,
Yeah.
whatever he's or she's up to.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah,
It's
but
not a seal, but it's not bad.
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not what I'm looking for,
right.
but you can't be choosy. You know?
Right.
It's
right.
there. And apparently the salt water just makes you like bleed out faster.
Oh, really?
And most people who die, they just bleed out like that. That's why they've been it's such major blood loss.
Yeah.
Because you got bit by a shark.
Yeah.
That
that's how it works.
yeah that like
Yeah.
yeah like Rogan had this guy on because when you look this stuff up, Rogan always, because he's like horseshit everywhere. His clips about this stuff always come up.
Sure.
Chimp attacks, shark attacks,
Yeah.
grizzly bear attacks.
He's like, that shark was on DMT.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And this guy he had on was talking about he's like an ocean swimmer. He
What do you mean?
He'll swim from like LA to like San Diego or something in the ocean.
Why?
I don't know, because why not? I don't know. These people do crazy sports.
That seems dumb when you can
Yeah.
just drive.
I know. I know. And that might be too long. I might be exaggerating how
Right.
long, but just, he's not swimming from one end of the beach to the other. He's literally swimming from one town like to another town.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
And he was talking to Rogan about the shark attacks or like the sharks in California, and that he was doing a swim, like a practice swim out in the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
and he saw what he thought was a shark. And 3 days earlier, someone was attacked by a shark at that beach. Now, he says it could have been a dolphin, so he kept swimming. Because, it's like murky. He's like, you can barely see your hands
Yeah.
when you're swimming.
Yeah.
But it scared the shit out of him, because also in his brain,
It's a shark.
he knew 3 days earlier
Yeah.
there was a shark attack. And I don't know if the guy died or not. You can Google it. But there was a shark attack 3 days earlier. So subconsciously, he knows that. So he was telling Rogan about they make these devices that send out, I think, an electrical signal. Because I guess the shark has an organ in its nose
Yeah.
that can sense like electrical signals.
Pulses.
So it sends out signals to like distract it so it doesn't like attack you, right?
Oh,
or something.
right.
It just sends them out. But he said it had this like long tail on it that sent out the like electric signal, and that it would come and zap him in the nuts. And he said I couldn't use it because it just kept zapping me in my nuts because of this tail. But now they have ones that are just like on your wrist or like your ankle. They don't have that
that's
tail.
better.
Yeah, I would be like an electric suit. Like I'd have a whole
Yeah.
body.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not going out where I'm trying to do like
No. Oh, first off,
like
you're right.
freestyling in the ocean.
I'm never going to put myself in a position to be bit by a shark. That is also a good distinction here.
Right, right.
Is that I don't need to buy this device because I will never put myself in an opportunity to even use it.
Let me tell you something. Years ago, a friend of mine was like, "You want to go to Ocean City?" I was like, "All right, whatever."
Okay.
So he was going with his parents or something. They were like, "Why don't you bring 2 friends?" Only child.
Okay.
Okay. We're like adults. This isn't like when we were kids. We were 24. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
And the person I took, I brought a friend.
All right.
We're out in the ocean. And we go a little further out than, the families.
Sure. Yeah. Dude, a little adventure.
Exploring.
Yeah.
Not far. It's not like I'm like, I can't see the hotel anymore.
Yeah. No. I know what you mean.
But we're just
Yeah.
20 feet further, 30 feet.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, what do you call like a pod of dolphins
Ooh.
are swimming. Now, it's not unusual in Ocean City. You see them,
Sure. Yeah.
but when you're out
Yes.
with them, it's a little different.
A little different.
Okay, and I'm like, listen, I don't belong.
Yeah.
Those are really great swimmers there.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
And that's what they were saying in this interview about the shark thing is in the water, we are useless.
Useless.
Compared to sharks, dolphins that are literally built to function in water.
Yeah.
We're like useless in water.
Might as well be a floating
Yeah,
Nothing.
like when it really comes down to getting away or
Yeah.
being fast, like
No.
we're not even.
Might as well just sit there.
Yes,
To be honest with you.
let it happen.
Yeah, you let it happen. Yeah, punch it in the eye.
Yeah, yeah,
Right. So there were like 4 or 5 of them,
yeah.
and I was like, JD, I was like, we got to get out of here. You know, like your instinct to like get out of the way,
Yes.
like takes over. Even though like they're not really a danger.
No.
They're not there to like hunt me or anything.
No.
But when you're close to one,
Yeah.
you're like, they're big.
Yes.
And they're just real good swimmers.
Yeah.
And you're like freaked out. And you know me, I had to make a scene. I was like, dolphins. You know, I'm running on the beach and mothers like grabbing their kids. I'm like,
yeah.
Then I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
Clear the area.
Exactly.
But you don't know. Wonder if the dolphins are trying to get away from a shark.
Exactly. You don't know what's coming down the pike there.
Yeah. I'm heading ashore.
I was snorkeling in the Caymans.
I can't
right?
imagine you snorkeling.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of snorkeling.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I don't know why.
yeah, and I was snorkeling in the Caymans,
Okay.
and we were out, and I don't know how deep it was, but it was deep enough to.
Yeah.
I never did the scuba diving,
Right.
Because I
that's
just did the
different.
snorkeling.
Yeah.
And I was the first off the boat to jump because you like take the boat out. I was the first off the boat.
Sure.
And I get underwater. I open my eyes, my goggles on, and it is literally an ocean of what looked like I think they're called like pike fish.
Oh.
They're these really long fish with like big teeth,
Oh, really?
like barracuda.
Oh, barracuda. Yeah, you don't want any part
Right?
of those.
So I jump up and I go barracuda, and the guy just takes like the ship captain takes a whole like a handful of scrum or whatever they call chum like fish parts.
Yeah.
Throws it on the other side of the boat. I go under and they all just vacate, and then it's just an ocean of coral and non-threatening sea fish.
Yeah.
But now apparently they were pikefish, like just they weren't barracuda. They actually were just like a non-threatening.
But you yell barracuda.
But at the time though,
yeah.
when you see
Yeah.
this long, narrow silver fish,
Yeah.
you think
The point is
they're gonna eat you.
Yes. The point is that when people can laugh about it.
Yeah.
But until you're face to face with something that you're not familiar with.
Yes.
Your instinct is to say, I'm getting out of here.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how big it is or if it's foreign.
Yes.
You're like, I'm out.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if they should attack you, you're done. You can't swim fast enough.
No.
You can't jump
Do you ever
out of
see
the
what
water.
a piranha does?
I don't. I mean,
Piranha will, if you put like a chicken.
Yeah, chicken leg or something.
It's gone in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, and just bones.
Bones.
Just floating there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to deal with these creatures.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I can barely deal with some humans.
Yeah. It's very true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah.
But like if I would snorkel off like just like the beach off the condo in Cayman, it was pretty it wasn't super deep, but at one point it like dropped off.
Like a shelf.
Yeah, and occasionally I would snorkel out there and then you hold your breath and you dive down.
Yeah.
And there were a bunch of puffer fish, which is my favorite fish.
Yeah.
And I would try to go down and see the puffer fish.
Do you ever inhale salt water?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's like the worst.
Oh, yeah, like through my snorkel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would come down.
It's really awful.
It's really bad.
You want to like throw up?
Yeah, it's not good at all. Like you can't drink like salt water. It's like
no, we know that.
It's dehydrated. It's not good. Like Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like gills. You need gills.
Yeah. I was actually
like sharks always have to move.
Yes, they do. They think they sleep one half of their brain at a time.
Yeah.
If a shark stops moving, it'll die.
Yeah.
It has to keep moving. I'm pretty sure. That's like the
urban
urban legend or myth, or I don't know if it's actually true, but that's what they always say about sharks. They like sleep one half of their brain at a time.
Great whites.
Yeah, they always have to be moving. And also on this Explore with Us, speaking of drinking stuff, I was watching another one where these two like young men were out like hiking.
Okay.
Right. And
did they hear a banjo?
No, they got lost.
Oh.
They got lost.
Okay.
And they decided to like try to drink their own urine to like survive.
Oh,
you know,
no.
kind of like that typical survival
Like
stuff.
Bear Grylls or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy's
Which
crazy.
is not good, which you just shouldn't do.
No.
You just shouldn't do. Because first off, it's human waste. Okay, it's what your body doesn't need.
Yeah.
That's why you're peeing it out.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, the one kid was struggling so much that he asked his friend to kill him because he just didn't want to like die.
Really?
Like you know what I mean? He didn't want to suffer. So his friend,
I understand that.
His friend stabbed him to death and like buried him. And then like the next day, they were only like a half hour from the road.
No.
And someone came and like got them. And they said, "Where's your pal?" He goes, "I killed him. He's buried over there." They literally like if they just walked like over there,
What?
they would have hit like a road. But I guess they were
Dude.
like delirious from the heat or something. I'll have to rewatch it, but
What the heck's wrong with people?
I was watching this and I was just like, you know, the thing about it, if you're lost like that and people know that you're out there,
Yeah.
what I would do, unless I was sure that that way is the road,
Yeah.
I would just sit and wait.
Yeah.
If you think people are looking for you, the more you're moving around, the less chance they're going to find you.
Yeah.
Sit and wait.
We need that Breitling that has the ping.
Yes.
You pull the pin.
Yeah.
And the helicopter comes and gets you.
Oh, where do I? Let me write this down.
There's a watch. It's
Where
like,
do I sign up?
Yeah, and it sends like a beacon.
That's like James Bond shit.
Yeah, the Breitling makes one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Jeez, I got to get up on this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of,
I got to get that.
we need to turn to happier
Yes.
subjects.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the Travis the Chimp and other animals.
The tragedy that was.
Yes, other animals that attack.
The other day I sent you a video of Hodinky doing with who was it that I sent you?
Oh, Andretti.
Mario Andretti, which
Yes.
was really cool.
His watch collection.
So they have a series of like they sit down with somebody kind of famous,
yeah.
whether they're like sort of like Aziz Ansari had one.
Okay.
His episode was actually really good.
When I think of him, and I don't think watches.
No, but that's kind of why it's interesting.
Yeah.
And then the Mario Andretti one was fascinating because he was friends with Steve McQueen and Paul Newman,
and all of
like,
his watches were,
like gifted.
yeah, rewards like Tag Heuer, sponsors Red Bull.
Yeah.
Like currently.
Yeah.
Richard Mille sponsors Ferrari.
Yeah.
And Leclerc just got a $400,000 watch stolen off his wrist,
Yeah.
which I think is insane. So like these race car drivers, so like when you watch Charles Leclerc get interviewed, he's wearing a $400,000 Richard Mille that was most likely given to him because they have Richard Mille on their cars and on their things.
They're not buying.
So what's interesting is like Mario Andretti said, I didn't buy any of these watches.
He bought like one out of the 20 that were there.
Like
yeah.
he had a Tissot, and Tissot was on his car, and when he won, they gave him a Tissot.
Yeah.
And I forget the others, but there's all kinds where he would win a race and he'd get a cool timepiece.
The first one I watched was with Greg Norman.
Okay.
And that he has like some really nice watches.
Yeah.
And that's a good episode. So, I was going through some of them and just kind of hearing. Now, these wealthy people don't have to like buy anything, which is like counterproductive to society.
Well,
but
it's interesting because like the wealthier and more famous you are, the more free shit you get.
You get, right.
Because like if Snoop Dogg is seen wearing a certain sunglass,
yeah,
like all of a sudden now everyone wants
Everybody
to
wants
have
it.
that those sunglasses.
So I sent the video to you, and I assume you watched
I watched the Mario one.
The Mario one. And then you said, which you literally read my mind.
Yeah.
We should do like a simulcast of like a watch
We should
storytelling.
We should do a watch show for sure.
So that's kind of what I had in mind. That's why I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And I think that whether like maybe I film you talking about yours,
well,
or doing something like that.
Well, what we should do is plan it so we can film it like that show where we're at a table.
Yeah, and maybe I interview you,
and we have our watches, and we're both. And I have a new camera here.
Oh yeah, what is that?
So that's my new camera.
That's a camera.
That's a Logitech
Oh, that's the one you
webcam,
were telling me
the
about.
Logitech webcam, and that's when I go YouTube live in the evenings.
That's what you're using.
That's what films me.
You know, that's a really good camera then.
Yeah.
Because it's
it records.
If I'm still awake at that time,
Yeah.
I watch.
It records in 4K. Now I don't know if what you're seeing is 4K, but
No, it's clear as day.
But my brother, he was like, because I asked him, what kind of webcam should I get for this YouTube show? He goes, get more than you need.
Yeah.
So here's one that has a 4K capability.
Yeah.
That way, regardless if you record in 4K, it has that ability, which means it's just a better camera, and you don't want to be limited by the camera's ability.
Yeah.
And so what we can do is, whether it's at my kitchen table or at your kitchen table, not here because this room is not set up, and that has a microphone, so we might not need to take all of this jazz.
If we could just use that, then
I can just use that.
We
Bring
might
my computer.
Then we're good.
We can record it on YouTube.
Maybe we'll do a test.
Yes. Oh no, I'm definitely going to do a test.
We'll test it out and then see.
Yeah.
But
because my kitchen table's not very big, and you have a nice one.
I have a long one.
Yeah, that might be a better setup.
Okay.
But taking all of this, I mean, we could do it, but it would just be kind of a nuisance.
So anyway, I've kind of decided my next watch, and this is something I think about a lot.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm always thinking about it. Yeah.
My next watch. What do I want? I was on this IWC chronograph.
The green, which is a gorgeous watch.
I really like that watch, but I have an IWC. And I don't know.
I don't have one of those yet. It's on my list.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Like I have a master list.
Yeah, of course. I have, and then the Cartier Santos.
Yes, that is my next.
That is a beautiful watch.
That is definitely. I think that is such a timeless classic timepiece.
It's a must-have.
Yeah, that'll be in my life pretty soon. I'm pretty sure.
I already have one.
Wow.
Right. I don't like to brag about it. But that one with the face.
Yeah.
That is new. That was new for 21.
So the one with like the blue
that fades to black.
Yes, that is just unbelievable.
I would consider actually trading something to get that.
Really?
Yeah, that's how much I like that watch. But if you like it, you buy it.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm going to get a Speedy.
Speedmaster.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get a Speedmaster.
That is
the Moon watch.
Yeah.
And I'm just fascinated by the heritage of the watch.
Yeah, every watch collector should have a Speedmaster.
And you when John told me when I bought the Rolex, he goes, you kind of skipped a step. I go, what do you mean?
Yeah.
He goes, any serious collector starts with a
Speedmaster.
Yeah, but now I already have like 12 watches.
Yeah, same. I have 30 plus. But they're not all. They're from cheap Michael Kors all the way to like Breitlings and Rolexes.
Of course, but this, especially like the literature that you get, the case it comes in.
Yeah,
it's all like part of the experience of it.
Yes.
So I would really like a daily watch.
Yes.
I wear something different every day.
Sure.
It's all dressy.
Yeah.
Not that the Omega's not dressy. You can.
But it is a sport watch.
The more I look at it, I like it actually more than a Daytona.
I think
it's better looking than a Daytona.
But the Daytona, the Rolex Daytona is though one of those like classic, you should have one in your collection.
I like the Daytona before the current one better.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I don't like the Pandas as much.
Yeah.
And then like Aziz had a pre-Daytona chronograph Rolex.
So before it was called a Daytona.
Yeah, I guess in LA there's a vintage watch store.
Oh, that would be so cool to go to.
He bought one of those, and that was really cool.
Oh, I bet that's...
So he bought an Explorer and then a pre-Daytona.
Okay.
Which I looked at them, and then of course like I thought, like $4,000 or $5,000, I'd get one, and then they were like 36,000.
Yeah.
Like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
But yes.
Well, that's all market because
it is.
It's hard to get a Daytona now.
Oh, it's impossible.
So a vintage one, even if it's not really worth 30
Right.
It's more about what people are willing to pay.
Right. So the Moonwatch, because they've been making it since freaking 1964.
Yeah.
Or whatever. That watch is kind of like, it's stable.
Yeah.
It's not like too up. It's never down.
Yes.
So I kind of want one because it's the Moonwatch.
Yeah.
And then it's just, I like the black face.
Yep.
And then now I got on the Snoopy kick.
Oh, the Snoopy one is
Okay.
so cool.
And I sent you that video.
Oh, it's so cool.
Okay.
I don't think I'd ever wear it.
Oh, I would wear it every day.
Really? To me, that's more like a
Oh my goodness!
like a special edition
that
display
watch,
case.
I've watched every video on that watch, known to man. There's something about it. I'm like, I gotta have the Snoopy watch.
Yeah.
Now the 45th anniversary Snoopy actually says on it, failure is not an option. So a lot of people think, so every 5 years they do an anniversary Snoopy.
Okay.
So the blue one, when he's in the little capsule,
Yeah.
that's the 50th. That came out last year in 21.
Okay.
The 45th anniversary one, Snoopy is on one of the subdials.
Okay.
And there's like a bubble quote. It says, failure is not an option.
Oh wow.
And I was like, oh.
Oh, that.
Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, go on Chrono 24 and try to get one.
Yeah. See how much it is, right?
And that really bursted my bubble.
Yeah. Well, how much is the Snoopy one?
In retail. Oh, you mean like the MSRP?
Yeah. So like,
it was like 10 grand.
oh, okay.
But they do like,
and
they're worth like 35.
Yeah.
And then I was reading about it, and this guy that writes for Hodinkee or whatever, he's like, in 5 years it will be 70 grand.
Wow.
The Silver Snoopy.
Yeah, because last time I checked, a Speedmaster at retail is $6,300.
With the Hesselite.
That's what I want.
That me too.
Yeah, I want the Hesselite because that's
Right.
more what they actually took to space.
Yeah.
And it's like raised up a bit. I think it's like domed, maybe.
It's domed.
Yeah, it's just a cooler look.
So Hesselite scratches easy.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna wear it as a daily,
Then maybe Sapphire would be
Sapphire
better.
might be better, and you get the exhibition back.
That's true. Yeah.
Not that you're gonna show off an exhibition. Every
Yeah.
watch has that now, but
Yeah.
I
Which is interesting
would have
to me
to try both now.
because no one ever sees
Before
it. But
this year, the Hesselite and the Sapphire Crystal had the same links,
okay.
the same bracelet.
Okay.
They don't now. The Hesselite in the Sapphire now, there's a little bit of difference in the
So
bracelet.
they're more distinct from each other.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go.
I would
see
have to
what,
look. Yeah.
what works better. But I like the Snoopy because it comes with the nylon. And
Yeah.
then you could buy a bracelet for
Well,
it.
that's what I like about the Cartier Santos with the blue face.
Yeah.
Is it has
Well, you get two.
two straps that come with it, and it's easy pop on and off.
Yes.
You don't have to go back into the jewelry store or
Man,
try to do it yourself.
That day when we were there and she showed us that,
I was blown away.
I thought that you might, we might go back in and get it.
I almost
I'm
just
surprised that you didn't actually.
I know, but at the time, I had what I wanted in mind.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you this: if we would have walked into that store that day and I said, "Jay, I'm just going to buy a watch today,"
That's the one.
I would have bought that watch.
Yeah.
But I had a special thing in mind.
Yes.
And I went for a special reason and a special watch. And I just knew that no matter what, I will one day own. Because to me, that Cartier Santos with that blue, that's like me. That watch is like, that is like.
I liked the sporty nature of it, but
yeah.
you could wear it with like a tuxedo.
You totally could. You totally
it's
could.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable watch.
There's very few watches that kind of struck me like that one did.
That one really struck
that
me.
like stopped me in my tracks. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That is different.
Yeah.
You know, because there's, everybody, like that Breitling I showed you the other day with the Cobra
It's the
one.
Shelby Cobra. It's a gorgeous watch.
It's a little gimmicky. Kinda.
Yeah, with the Shelby Cobra.
It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I would buy and wear that watch all day long. Like, if I could just go and just buy watches like willy-nilly, money's no option, I would totally own that.
Yeah, I'd buy all three.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'd buy the Mustang and the Cobra and the Vet.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'd buy all three.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just.
But as far as like the coloring, the Shelby Cobra, and also when I was a kid, the Shelby Cobra was my favorite car.
Right.
So
That's what I mean.
That's the one I would.
That's why I asked you, would I look like an idiot wearing a Cobra watch without a Cobra?
And you know what? In my mind, my Breitling is a Bentley one. So I was thinking Bentley. You're thinking Cobra. And I was just confused. And I went and looked back at the watch. Oh, no, it's the Cobra watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I have a Bentley Breitling, but I don't have a Bentley. You're like, if I have the Cobra, it'd be weird I don't have a Cobra. I'm like, do you think, how many people who own that watch actually have a Shelby Cobra? Probably not many. Though I don't know.
I don't know.
But see, it just all depends, because you might have guys in Vegas who walk into a Breitling store, and they just happen to like, okay, it's a Shelby Cobra edition. Well, I just like that watch.
Yeah, maybe you're just a fan.
Yeah, or maybe you just like it.
I get it. And Carroll Shelby's a legend.
Yes.
So in the Shelby factories in Vegas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So like, it makes sense out there. Like,
so there you go. Yeah.
But I don't know. But I'm trying to, when you're looking at watches, there's so many options.
Yeah.
You can do it by function. You can do it by price point. You can do
Yep.
it by material.
Yep.
Movement.
Oh, it's
anything. You can
endless.
filter by anything.
It's
right?
endless. That's why I don't want, when I make a watch purchase that is obviously like $5+ grand, I do it for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, I really put a lot of meaning behind it.
Yeah. There's a lot of thought went into that.
And it can't just be swipe a card and move on.
No. Because
then a day later, the watch to me is
no.
It's like I just got a dopamine response from swiping the card and buying it.
You and I are similar. We've never really traded a watch to get another watch.
No, I've never done that.
We're attached to our watches.
Yes. I can't. I don't. So like that Cartier Santos.
Yeah.
I don't have a watch right now that I could trade in on that watch.
Yeah. Well,
a watch with any kind of value.
Right.
That would actually be beneficial. I mean, I'm not going to take 10 Michael Kors. I don't have 10, but I'm not going to take 10 Michael Kors watches. Those are worthless.
Right.
Mickey
Mouse.
Yeah, no, if there was a Mickey Mouse.
Rolex made a Mickey Mouse edition.
Well, we need a
I know. I need to get one. We're always saying it's Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, no.
Rolex didn't think it was funny at all.
It was funny. No. But like, a watch that I have that I do not wear ever is the Ulysse Nardin.
Okay, you have a dual time.
I have this gorgeous executive dual time Ulysse.
So your mom was like, listen, what do you think about this dual time?
Yeah, it is a serious timepiece.
And I said, that's big time.
Yeah.
But I said, that is really dressy.
Very dressy.
That is for like if you're on stage.
Which why I never wear it, because first off, number one, it has a black leather or whatever.
Black
croc,
leather.
I think
it's a baby croc.
Yeah. And I rarely wear black. And I'm very much into, like, if I'm wearing brown shoes and a brown belt,
brown band,
I can't wear
black. So
a black band.
So you're limited as to how often you could wear that watch.
Yes.
And that is, and you will never get rid of it because your mom gave it to you. I get it.
That's like, if I would have just bought that watch,
it'd be gone already.
Just because.
Yeah.
I would take it right now down and get the Cartier, because actually that watch was more expensive than the Cartier.
Oh, of course. Yeah. But that watch though, if you look at it,
it's a stunning.
It's a beautiful, simple.
Yeah.
Elegant watch.
It's stunning.
Yeah, it really is.
And I really should wear it. I should, like, last night I had to go to this thing where I was dressed up. I had my blazer on and a nice shirt, and it was cold, so I had a Ferragamo sweater on, but I had brown pants, brown shoes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could wear it. Like, no one really gives a shit. But I wore the Rolex. It just kind of went more with what I was wearing.
Right.
And no one's going to be like, look at this jabroni with the black strap and brown shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, no one really gives a shit.
Clashing is kind of in.
Yeah, but,
way,
I mean, should I wear it more? Yes, but it's so dressy. It's so elevated and elegant that
it almost stands out because of how dressy it is.
Yes. But like if I wore it to the grocery store,
it would
be
sense.
It'd be out. It would just be jeans and a polo.
Yeah.
And I got an executive dual time Ulysse Nardin on.
Well, my Ulysse, your Ulysse, that's when Ulysse was still like.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing now.
No, their designs are so blah.
I don't know anything about them now. Our local store stopped carrying them.
It's no good.
So when I go in there, I don't get to see them.
No.
You know.
And if you go on their website now, it's like,
Yeah.
they just don't have the same like panache.
Yeah, I think
it needs to hit you. It's like when you're shopping for a car.
Yes.
A big purchase, right?
Yeah.
You're looking at a car and you're like, yeah, that one's. If you just say that's nice, it's not for you.
Yeah.
It's gotta like.
You gotta feel it.
You gotta feel it. It's gotta be like, oh.
And you want to know something? There might be a car that you think is just like hideous, but for someone else,
yeah. Oh.
It's the cat's ass.
Right.
It fits their personality.
Yeah.
It fits their needs.
Think about it.
My manager said there's an ass for every seat.
That's right.
Brandon, he goes, Mike, there's an ass for every seat.
There is.
That's why they had the outlet.
People used to buy Kia Souls.
Yeah. Actually, my mom once had a Kia Soul for a rental car.
Yeah.
She was with Carol somewhere.
Yeah.
And she came back and said, I think I'm going to get a Kia Soul.
She was into it.
Mom, let's just sit down. She goes, oh, I really liked it. I'm like, look,
let me get you a water.
Give it a month, and then we'll revisit a month.
Yeah.
That's also something that Cartier Santos, right?
Yeah.
It immediately hit us.
Yes.
And then I thought, you know,
we had the same reaction.
But I thought, I just made a major purchase.
Yeah.
Let me wait a month. You should do a 1 month wait
buffer.
And if you still want it, then you should start taking it.
You still think about it?
Then and I still think about it all the time.
Right.
So it's gonna happen.
The seed was planted.
Yes.
She purposely.
Oh, she knew.
She knew what she was doing.
So
you were vulnerable.
I was vulnerable.
Yeah.
She is a
killer.
A killer salesperson.
She's a killer salesperson.
She knows.
She knew your moment of weakness.
Yeah.
When to, and not only take a look at this one, she pulled it out of the case.
Yeah.
Try it on.
It was on my wrist.
Yeah, try it on.
She put the other strap on.
As you were carrying a Rolex out.
Yeah.
You were wearing a Cartier.
Yeah.
You know, Cartier is sort of like...
We were going out the door.
Yeah. We were leaving.
Yes.
Your Cartiers are kind of like, I have a Cartier and you don't.
Yeah.
Watch.
A Cartier is, it's of that...
Yeah.
You're
not a player.
Yeah.
Unless you have like a.
There are certain watches that they make you a real player.
You know, JLC. I'm interested in getting a duo time.
Okay.
You know, the one that flips.
Oh yes.
I want the Speedy first because I want something like every day.
Yeah.
And eventually, I'll get a JLC.
Yeah. The Reverso.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to have a Reverso.
Reverso, yeah.
Oh, a Reverso is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
That watch, like you got to have one of those.
Yeah. I'm into it.
Yeah, you really. I mean, there are certain watches that if you're like a legit collector.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's the unattainables like the Panda, the Hulk, the Pepsi, things that have become popular in the watch world.
Yeah.
And you know, a Nautilus. I mean, if you have 150 grand to drop, you know, go out and find yourself a 5711 Patek Philippe.
Here's the thing. I know
Nautilus.
You really like that watch.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything for me.
That's my holy grail.
Right. So for you, that's what's cool about watches is that what works for you might not be what's works for me.
100%. Yeah.
And we both have a Datejust.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is a two-tone. Two-tone's really back in now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like they look great.
But again, I got that because
of a purpose.
It looked like my dad's Rolex, which my brother has. So I wanted to get. So like if I didn't have that in mind, I don't know what Rolex I would have purchased. I mean, if I look at the whole, but like I saw my dad wear that like my whole life.
Right.
So to me, I have a connection with that two-tone, with that certain look.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
And like the IWC, the green one, I've shown that to a couple people and they're like, eh.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, to me, that just like hits me.
It's really strong.
You remember I saw the poster?
It's strong.
I said, what is that?
That's why it's in the poster.
Yeah. That's what she said. She goes, there's a reason it's on the poster.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's striking. And you want to know something? If you're looking at the case.
Yeah.
And you see that green dial.
Yeah.
It's.
Boom.
It just pops out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like you have all these white Santoses with their white, all the Cartier, and then you see the blue one, and it fades to black. It's blue in the middle, and then and you're like, whoa, what's
it's just different?
What's this? Yeah, I like different.
Yes,
I like.
It's got to be something different.
It has to strike you.
You know, like I always wanted like a Top Gun edition IWC Pilot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's cool. And then you see this green one. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a Pilot and it's green.
Yeah, it's something different.
So a couple years ago, blue face watches were a thing.
Yep.
Then green became a thing. JLC even has like purples now.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so first off, my holy grail watch, the 5711 Nautilus, they still make it.
Yeah, but in green.
But it's now in green.
Not blue.
But the blue face is the classic one. That's now 150,000 or something.
Right.
If you can find one.
If you can find one.
If you can find one.
That's what bothers me about a Daytona. If the Daytona was like, okay, it's 20 grand, and you can get one.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, I'll save up and I'll get one.
Sure.
I could see that.
Yeah.
The watch is only like 13 grand.
Yeah, I see.
They're doing like 40,000 on the market. I'm like, it's dumb.
I'm not really super. First off,
I don't care that much about that.
You know, I do like to make sure. Now, I do have a few Breitlings, but the other two that I have besides the Bentley one are less. They're quartz. They're super sporty,
but they're fun.
They're fun. They have rubber bands.
Yeah.
You know, but like for me, like I guess a Rolex Daytona would be great to have. But like my Bentley Breitling is a chronograph.
Yeah.
I have other chronographs.
It has the same purpose.
And it's like that Cartier looks like none of my watches.
Right.
I don't have one thing that looks like a Cartier Santos.
A square face is really different.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't like square faces.
Yeah.
But when you see that,
yeah, it's amazing.
I don't know. I wish listeners I could describe
what kind of like. It'd be interesting to design watches.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think that'd be fascinating.
Really interesting.
If I was a watch designer, I'm not even sure what I would.
I don't even know where I'd start.
I don't even. Yeah. I guess I would. I love chronographs.
Yeah.
I like the look of subdials.
Me too.
I would probably start there. I'd probably start with like a pilot's kind of watch.
This is my only watch without a subdill.
What is that?
In the
is that a
Cuervo,
Ulysses?
No, Cuervo.
Oh, we didn't even mention the Cuervo Isobrinos.
Right, and this is the torpedo.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have a date.
Very simple.
This is simple. This is just a classic dress watch.
Yeah. No major. They're called complications.
Yeah. No complications.
Yeah. Date, subdials.
Right.
You know, sun, moon, complications.
Perpetual calendars.
Yeah.
Annual. I need an annual calendar. That would be interesting.
Oh, I would. Yeah. I mean, listen. Like anything with cars, watches, guns, the rabbit hole.
I know.
I mean, you wanna.
There are so many options between 5,000 and 15,000.
Yes.
Which is really like where you can get a good watch at a great value.
Yes.
If you go above 15, I don't know.
You start paying for name.
Yes.
You start paying for the fact that F1 drivers are wearing it.
Heritage.
That, that like Jay-Z's wearing it. You know what I mean?
That doesn't.
Like our
people go nuts over that Paddock, the Tiffany blue one.
Yeah.
That came out.
Yeah.
People are paying $1 million.
Doesn't do anything for me.
Does nothing for me. I don't want a Tiffany blue anything.
Yeah. And I got to tell you something. I don't want to badmouth Richard Mille because I'd love Richard Mille to sponsor the show so we can both have one.
Right.
But I don't know how great of is it worth $2 million? I mean, what? I mean, I think it was a $380,000 watch was stolen off Charles Leclerc's wrist.
Yeah.
The balls to do that is unbelievable.
Right.
And you wonder, okay, why? How much is it actually worth? Like if you go by,
you can't put it on the market.
Oh no, the guy who stole it, no,
right.
Because they'll immediately find it.
Right.
So, but I joked with Jason. I guess that's the easiest way to get. I'm a Richard Mille.
Yeah,
is to steal it off someone.
Somebody has one. I don't know. I'm not like.
Yeah, it's just and they're very kind of crazy looking watches.
There are watches to me that are $2,500.
Yeah.
That will look better than $100,000 watches in my opinion.
But I think that is the thing about watches is the number one rule. You got to go with what you like.
Yes. Don't do because that's popular.
No.
Or, everybody's buying the Hulk. You got to get the Hulk. Well, you like the Hulk. I happen to not care for it.
Yeah,
that much.
you're more of a Kermit guy, which is the black face.
I think the Kermit looks better.
Yeah, but to me, I just want to be able to say that I own a Hulk.
You like the name.
I just like the idea that it exists.
Yeah.
that it's called the Hulk. I mean, obviously, guys, Lexus doesn't call it. I'm sorry, Lexus. Oh my God, Rolex doesn't call it the Hulk.
No.
That's its nickname.
Right.
The green on green, green bezel, green face.
Right. Because when I ordered my watch, I texted him and I said I want the 116233.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
And he was like, done.
Done. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually built mine online.
Yeah.
Kind of like a car. Let's build it.
The configurator.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I said that.
Yeah.
And she went, boom. She wrote down whatever she needed to write down.
Yeah.
And a month later, it was there.
I would like a root beer two-tone.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
into
a cool
the GMT.
looking. Yeah. That's a cool looking
That's
watch.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
The new Rolexes that were released a few weeks ago, they don't do much for me. The left-hand crown
Yeah.
one, the green, black and
Yeah, there's
green.
one with that weird date thing in the middle.
Yeah.
It doesn't
What's
look good at
going on
all.
with that?
It doesn't look good at all.
It looks like Rolex is like grasping for like
Something different.
something different because they can't supply the ADs with enough watches.
Yeah, I don't know. It
So
doesn't.
they keep like the interest up.
It doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
That one on the billboard. You go up Washington Boulevard, up towards like you're gonna go to Henny, like up. Well, I don't know how you would go, but like when I lived in Fox Chapel, you go across the Highland Park Bridge up towards Shady Side.
Yeah.
Ellis School, past there, and then eventually, you'll get to Walnut, and then there's Henny.
You're coming the backside.
Yeah, there's a billboard for Henny with that Rolex on it with that weird circle in the middle, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Because like the date wheel is under the dial,
Yeah.
so you only see today's date. It's like they put it on top of the dial. So I was like, why don't we put it on top of the dial? I was like, so now it's just like a number wheel. I don't know.
I'm attracted to get, maybe it's because we're older now or something.
Yeah.
But, I used to be like, I want a big 50 millimeter U-boat.
Oh, your U-boat. I've never seen a watch that big ever.
And
I have a U-boat, not as big as yours, but it's a big, thick, and I do love it. But I don't want all my watches to be U-boats like that.
No, of course not. But now I'm like, I just want like classic pieces.
Nice and elegant, yeah.
Yeah, just pieces I could wear day to day that are comfortable on my wrist.
Yeah.
I really choose what feels good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Back then, like you put the U-boat on and you like can't lift your arm. It's so heavy.
Yeah.
But this watch, you don't even feel it on. I mean, it's just so it doesn't restrict you or your movement in any way.
Yeah. I really want to start building a real like collection.
Yeah.
Where
we need to get the chest with the winder.
That huge watch winder chest.
Oh, remember we saw it at Oars?
That is the coolest
in
shit.
Swickley?
Oh my God, that is like the coolest shit.
And it like comes out of the thing.
Oh my God.
She was like, it holds like 45.
Oh my God.
I was like, how much is that? She was like 120 grand.
Oh Jesus Christ. Where's my checkbook?
Yeah, you should be like, wrap it up. Wonder if you were like, wrap that up.
Can I do like a 10-year?
I would have passed out. Like hyperventilating in Oars. Call the ambulance.
Yep.
I know.
No, but like I want some classic pieces here. I got the Rolex Breitling. I'm gonna get a Cartier at some point. Ulysse, U-boat. I have a Tag Heuer. It's the Red Bull edition. I also have my dad's classic Heuer.
Yeah, the Heuer.
Before Tag came along.
Yep.
That watch doesn't really work. And the Rado I have of his.
Why don't you get it furbished?
I tried, and they said they'd have to send it back to Switzerland.
Why not? Let's do it.
And it was COVID. I'll never like. Listen, if they weren't my dad's
you would.
Sentimental watches,
you're afraid you'll never see it again.
Exactly. Like the Rado. They go, we might be able to. We're gonna have to send it back to Switzerland. I said, just give me it. Those watches are too special for me.
Yeah,
they're just too special to me to ship off to Europe in COVID times.
I like John. Remember John? He's like, I'm the only dealer with Omega and Rolex. I was like, you are a beast.
Huh? That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never really thought about that.
Yeah.
Huh.
We should
because Casa has Omega. I tried a Speedmaster on there with the Hesalite.
Yeah,
they don't have Rolex.
I won't shop there anymore.
Yeah, they don't have Rolex though.
No, it's Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. So Henny has Rolex and Omega.
Yeah.
Ours has Rolex, but I don't think they have Omega.
Nope.
No. That's interesting.
Yeah, hard to have both.
Hmm.
So I want to go and just try it on and see.
Yeah.
which one works. And if there's any way I can get a Snoopy.
I mean, I can't. I mean, dude, if you had a Snoopy, that is such a cool watch.
Oh man,
that
the
is
one that says
such a
failure
cool
is
watch.
not an option.
When
I saw that, I was passed out.
I would buy that watch if I could.
Yeah.
To have that on your watch.
And it's a Panda too. It's a black and white.
Yeah, it's strong. That's strong. Real strong.
Oh man.
So if I could get a Panda, that would be the Rolex Daytona.
Yeah, and you know Omega made from Earth, from moon to the Mars.
Okay.
From moon to Mars or something.
Okay.
So there's a picture of the Earth, the moon, and then Mars. And they're the subdials.
Oh wow.
That was from like 2012 or something. Those go for big money.
Yeah, listen,
because they always make like special edition moon watches with these crazy cases.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'd love to have like all the moon watches.
Have you ever seen the case that a Jacob and Company?
Yeah.
They're like Astronomia watches.
I don't consider them a watch company.
They're not really a watch company now.
They just make them for Instagram reels. That doesn't do anything for me.
So to me, they're just doing extremely exclusive, very complicated
$10 million watch.
Yeah, like I mean, if I could have a Godfather Jacob and Company that plays like the theme,
well,
I mean that would like.
Remember, you at least had that one that played Strangers in the Night.
No, I don't remember that one.
They have a Sinatra watch that plays Strangers in the Night.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's what do you call it? Like the chime.
Yeah.
For the striker.
Yeah.
It plays Strangers in the Night.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you need that.
Oh jeez.
I know it goes on and on.
We could spend hours just going down rabbit hole after rabbit hole.
So we're gonna experiment with this.
Yeah.
And see if we can do a show.
I think we should. I mean, obviously,
we'll put like a nice like runner on the table.
Yeah.
We'll pad it or something.
Yeah, and we can talk about like we could pick a few timepieces. Or we can talk about the whole collection. I mean, whatever you want to do.
Well, you have a lot.
I have a lot of watches.
You should probably pick like the 10 you want to discuss.
Yeah.
And then, then I'll pick. I only have 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you have 10 really nice watches.
Yeah.
I have a lot of watches, but they're not all.
No, but
we
each did 10 or 5 and 5.
But I'm also the kind of guy where if I hear, that a Casio is a god tier watch.
Yeah, you just buy it.
Like, but it's only $20.
Buy now.
It's $20 on Amazon.
You hit the one button, it's like delivered.
Yeah,
like a drone drops it off.
Like when I found out what Casio the Pope wears, it's $14. So I ordered it. Now I have it. Like I have the same watch that the Pope wears daily. It's $14.
The Pope.
Yeah.
Listen.
Like why not have it? It's just 14. Like people spend that at Starbucks.
Yeah. Starbucks.
So like obviously I have over 30 watches, but they're not all. I mean, a lot of them are old watches that I've had for a long time. Most of them don't even work because the batteries have run out.
Yeah.
And I don't. It's not even really worth getting a new one in because I don't really plan on wearing these Michael Kors watches.
They're all sentimental.
They all have a meaning. They all have, they all have some kind of story behind them.
Yeah.
Or
I like the Cuervos. You get the humidor.
That is so. Like, I think like if I bring the Cuervo,
that's one of the coolest things.
I should have the.
Oh, I have 3.
I should have the humidor.
I'm gonna line them up.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah,
the fact that you get a full. Okay, we're not talking like a little baby humidor.
No, a
legitimate, usable, like exotic wood humidor.
Yeah, no glue
with every watch.
With no glue.
Like it's unbelievable.
The real deal.
Like when I got the Cuervo from Casa and he brought out this big box.
Yeah, you were like, "What's this?"
I'm like, "What?" He goes, well, "This is the humidor that it goes in."
Yeah, you were like, "Oh."
And I'm a cigar smoker, so I was like, "Let me see that." Well, he had to put it in, so of course he brought it out.
Yeah.
And if you want to use it, you just lift out the watch holder thing.
Yeah.
And it's a fully serviceable humidor.
You put a little water in there?
Oh my God. I would like to get another Cuervo. I don't know where. I don't know where they sell them. Maybe you could buy them online. Oh, I liked how you sent me a link to the Cartier Santos that I want. It was like add to cart.
I know.
I was like, dude, I'm just going to add it to my cart.
Well, I was hoping you would.
That's like hysterical.
Yeah. Cartier, it's like shopping at Walmart.
Add to
Like,
cart?
add to cart. As if you're going to buy more than one. Yeah. I was like, wow. Add to cart.
Is this like Cartier Prime? It'll be here
It's
tomorrow.
unbelievable. I know. Isn't that weird?
That's insane.
I know.
Well, because like you told me Rolex, you have to go to an AD. You can't add to cart on Rolex.com.
No.
You know.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, just here, add to cart, Cartier watch.
Well, I do appreciate like IWC, JLC, Cartier. I think that's all Richmond Group, I believe.
Okay.
They all list their prices on their website. There's no like, a Rolex does too, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I like how there's no like ambiguity to it.
No,
like,
yeah.
This is the price.
And I do miss the day where they used to give you a discount, but now forget it.
Now, like it's.
And when I got the Rolex, I basically she gave me like the price, and I said, how about this?
Yeah, I was standing there.
Yeah, but I had to give it a shot.
She was like, no,
and I just said, okay. I mean, I was prepared.
She did help you though with the straps.
She did.
And the batteries.
She did. She did help me with some other things.
And the
roll and the winder.
Oh, did you buy a roll or the winder?
I bought a winder.
I wanted the roll.
You wanted the roll. I bought a 2-watch winder.
That was a good move.
Yes. So she did help me with that. But back in the day before COVID times, if you went and you had a $10,000 watch, you'd spend
$85.
Or 80, like 85. It's kind of like a car
plus tax.
There's a little bit of maybe
wiggle room.
Maybe a little wiggle room.
Wiggle.
Now though, well, first off, if you go to Oars and you look at their Rolex, let's say they have like 50 slots for watches, there's maybe 3.
Yeah.
So they don't have to discount them. Just like the car business now.
Yeah.
You have a new car on the lot. Listen, when I went to go see Jay at work, I had to take my car in for service. There is the Lexus lot, and then there's like a middle lot, right? So like that, when I worked at Lexus, that middle lot was full of new cars.
50 cars.
It is now empty, except for employee cars and maybe some like wholesale.
Yeah, that's it.
I said, Jay, where are all the cars? It would be lined with RXs, GXs, all new cars. It's empty. That lot is empty now. So if a new RX comes on, you don't have to discount it.
Yeah.
We have 2.
Yeah.
You want white or you want black?
Right.
And that's the price.
That's it.
And that's just the way it goes.
That's how it works.
But when I had 50 RXs to sell,
you had to
that's
play.
A different story.
You had to play.
It's a different story.
You got to play ball.
Yeah. But now, I mean, it's unbelievable. I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe it.
That's really something. The market is bizarre. I don't see. I'm not an expert. I'm not pretending. I don't think that you'll never see pre-pandemic levels on lots again.
That's really something.
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to see a supply of cars, meaning more than 3 or 4 of a certain model until fall of 23.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay.
Maybe something changes, but they're just not building factories fast enough. Chips are hard to come by. It is what it is. Like, you just have to deal with buying a used car if you want a car right now.
Yeah.
Unless you're cool with waiting, 6 months for a car. If you want a Bentley, if you order a Bentley, you're a year out.
Oh, that's insane.
9 months.
Wow.
You might have forgotten you ordered it.
Yeah. It's like Amazon with me.
Yeah, like package. I didn't order that.
Oh, a Cartier showed up. Oh, I guess I added it to the cart.
Yeah, Shopify. I know. That's really something.
I bought some watches online and I used that Affirm.
Yeah,
it's like a credit line on. I have like a 5,000.
How does that work?
I went on that.
Is it just like a credit check?
That Teddy Baldassar.
Oh yeah,
remember him? He's in Cleveland. We should go out and see him. We should take a trip out to see him.
Where is his store?
I don't know. I don't think he has a store. I think he has an online store. I don't think he actually has a physical store. I think it's all online.
If he had a store, I'd go check it out.
Oh, definitely. 100%. So I'm checking out. I'm buying 2 watches. And it said, pay over time with Affirm. Yeah. So it's just like getting a credit line, like a credit card. Yeah. Typed in all my info. It's like, you've been approved for like a $5,000 credit line through Affirm.
Mhm.
I wasn't spending $5,000, not even close. But now it's like
18 bucks a month.
yeah, exactly. And I just
Really?
paid off these watches over time. And but now it's
Is
like
it a good rate?
I don't even know because I wasn't even close to 5,000 like in spending.
Yeah.
But that's like the limit they gave me. And I knew I was just going to pay these off soon.
Yeah.
I thought I'd give it like a try because I thought, oh, maybe I could use this. Hey, I bet you any money, if I go on the Cartier website, I bet they have an Affirm thing.
You should just do it.
I think that might be the move. Hold on.
Are you going to purchase a Cartier while we're live?
Can you imagine if I did that?
That would be strong.
Can you imagine?
Oh, that would be strong.
That would be the strongest move ever made on this show. Dude, we've been going 2 hours.
Well, we have to go eat.
I might have to split the show up. This might be a two-shower. No, I'll just do it all at once. No, I don't want to go to Saks Fifth Avenue. I want to go to Cartier.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Dude, if they have an Affirm link,
It's over.
it could be over. Everyone's watching. Dude, what is going on with their website? Hey, they have a Santos for only $3,800.
It's the quartz one, right?
Oh yeah, okay. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. All right.
Listen, I matched with this girl online, right?
Yeah.
She starts talking to me about the chicken or the egg.
What?
Yeah. You know what I said? I gotta go.
Chicken or the
Yeah,
egg?
she's having an argument with me about chicken or the egg. Listen,
Chicken or the egg?
I don't care.
Listen, the Cartier Santos has every strap color you could possibly think of. This is not the right watch.
Oh.
Where is the one that I want? Here it is. Okay, now how about the new one with the blue bezel and like...
Oh, yeah, the PVD.
Look at that one. What does that mean, PVD?
It's that, like, coating
Okay,
on the edge. I really like that, too.
here it is. Add to shopping bag. Wow, look at this watch.
I know.
Holy crap. I'm going to add it to my shopping cart.
You're sick.
Proceed to checkout.
Let it sit there until they offer you like a $5 off.
Yeah, right.
Like Amazon.
No, I don't see any like a firm thing.
No,
Oh, that's so sad.
that is. It's upsetting.
Proceed to checkout. Oh my God, can you believe this? You can literally just, and then it says proceed.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is strong.
Yeah.
I
Proceed.
have to get off this website. I'm getting off right now.
To discipline yourself.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right, let's
All right. Let's go
wrap it up.
Let's go eat something.
All right.
I'll do the music later.
See you, everybody.
Ladies and guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.